listen live on YouTube, LinkedIn, my Facebook business page, The Blueprint Practice, my other Facebook page, Carole Bozkurt Coach, and Twitter. So I've got my chat up. If you are joining me at all live, please come along and say hello. And I can read out. Yeah, that's great. I can read out to everyone, and I can read out your messages. So please come along and say hello and tell me who you are. Hopefully my restream chat is going to show me, and we'll get going. So today what I wanted to talk to you about is, when is promotion too much? So when does somebody promote themselves too much? Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this was because I was having a conversation, I think with one of my clients, I just can't remember who, the other day. And they felt that they were, let me just switch this off, sorry. It's now on silent mode, everyone. Of course, I took the sound down, forgot to put it off silent mode. I was talking to one of my clients the other day, and they felt they were promoting themselves too much, and they were worried what people would say. And then I was talking to another one of my past clients and good friend, and she was saying that somebody had complained that they were promoting themselves too much while they were trying to sell their online course. So when is promotion too much? When can you promote yourself too much and it just doesn't really land well with your clients? Okay, so first of all, if you, every single time you go live or you write a post, I was going to say Facebook post, but a social media post, you go live, you do a video, you write a blog post every single time, and you give no value. It's just about selling your latest product or service. That is too much. When the only way someone can learn what you've got to offer is by buying a program, that is too much. The thing is, first of all, what you need to remember is you need to build your case. If you provide great value, if you say, for example, you see that people are doing challenges, or they might do a free webinar, if they promote themselves because they've got a course to sell while they're running that free challenge, and you're attending it for free, and you're getting great value, and you're learning how to do things, then they have every single right to promote their course as often as they like. And the way that I look at it is that if you, as the viewer, are in there taking their free information, then you have no ground to say to them, you're promoting yourself too much, stop. You don't like it, then by all means, leave the free challenge, leave the free webinar, leave the free group where they are giving you all that information for free. But you can't say, I like to get this free information, but I don't want you to promote yourself. You're doing it too much. I don't like it. Because what we have to understand is that on every single social media platform, if I engage with you, you are going to see my posts because you're engaging with me. So the only way you don't get to see my posts is when you don't engage with me. But if I engage with your friend, like say, for example, on LinkedIn, if I engage with your friend, then there's a high probability that you're going to see my post. You might not see it as much as you would if you were engaging with me, but you will still see it. So the whole idea is that the people who know you and love you and just eat up all your content, they are going to see your posts, your promotional posts more. But what we all have to realize is, and recognize, is that we are all pretty busy. If you're running your own business, unless it's a social media business, probability is you're not on social media all the time. You're off doing other things. So you've got to remember that it does take a period of time for people to notice. I remember once I attended this well-known coach's event. It was a 2-day event in London, and she had really, really promoted it all the time, to the point that I even thought, crumbs, you know, that's a bit much. But she still had somebody say to her, a client say, you know, I haven't seen you promote this event at all, and had only seen it right at the end. So the fact is, your dream clients who really like and respect you will not worry about how often you promote, because they know that when you are promoting, you're giving great value. There is always something for you to learn and take on board and to help you take that next step. So we also like understand you're giving me great value. It's okay that you promote to me. If I don't want to buy, I don't want to buy, but I'm not going to come and say, I don't like it because you're promoting too much. And you've got to remember that it does take many times for somebody to see. So you might send an email, you might do, say, a post on all your social media channels every single day. The whole of your audience isn't going to see all of that. The whole of the people on your email list, let's say you've got 1,000 people on your email list. Average in our industry, if you're a coach, you'll get anything between 16 and maybe at the top 25% reading your email. Well, let's say it is 25%. 65%, 75% even haven't seen your post. So, you know, there's the larger amount of people haven't seen it compared to the smaller amount of people that have seen it. Now, there's this thing called the 80-20 rule. And what they say is 80% of the time give great value, 20% of the time promote. Yeah, that's great, day in, day out. But when you're in a launch situation, you're promoting 100% of the time. But providing you are giving great value, providing you are helping people to take that next step, there's not a problem. There's a really big coach who's just done a very, very big launch. She's been incredibly successful. I think everybody in the industry is really, really happy for her because, you know, she's sort of like standing up as the person who's leading it through and saying, look, this is possible. It is possible for people in the UK to have a 7-figure launch. But the thing is, what she does is she always does a challenge, and she does a really good challenge. And she says, now, you know, I'd love you all to join this program, but for some of you, you know, and she says it in a really nice way, but for some of you, the cost will be prohibited, and therefore it's not right for you to take the next step on this journey at this moment in time. And she's a big person in saying, don't take out a loan, don't put it on a credit card, only buy this if you can afford it, which is great because there are too many coaches out there who sort of like say to you, if you haven't got the money, find it. Well, if you haven't got the money, you haven't got the money. But what this particular coach does, she says, look, everything that I've given you here, you can go and do this on your own. You can absolutely do it on your own. Now, of course, if you sign up to the program, there's an awful lot more. And she's there to help and guide you and answer your questions. But she has given you enough value in that challenge for you to go away and do it on your own. So just always remember, you're in business and you've got some business goals, some things that you want to achieve for your life. Please don't let somebody stop you from promoting just because they think you're promoting too much. Now, we have to be sensitive, you know, and realistic. So if all you're doing is saying, buy this, buy this, buy this, people are going to get irritated by it and they're going to switch off. But if you say, here's some value, now buy this, here's some great value, now buy this, that's okay. Because if you give great value, it's absolutely okay for the person to buy from you. or for you to sell even. Yeah, you want them to buy from you. But if you give great value, it's absolutely okay for you to then go ahead and sell. So don't be put off by what other people might be saying or what other people might be thinking. And if somebody comes and says, I think you're promoting too much, I'm going to unsubscribe from your email, I'm going to leave your Facebook group, I'm going to unfriend you from, you know, whichever social media platform, that is okay, because they are not your ideal client. Because your ideal client will not worry about how much you promote, because they will value the great stuff that you give away for free. So don't worry about it. So I hope that has helped you. And I will see you on the next live stream. Now, I've got something good. Just before I go, I've got something good coming up. I'm just about to start my podcast. Now, there's still a few things that we've got going on in the background, and I'm just going to be speaking to a few people over the next few days. But we're going to start doing some live streams of them, and then we're going to take that live stream and repurpose it for the podcast. So the podcast is going to have material on it that is just on the podcast, and there will also be material on it that is shared both on my live streams as well as the podcast. So I do hope you will join me. The first interview that I'm doing is next Wednesday. Tentatively, we're just getting a few things sorted out, but I do hope you will come and join me for that. That will be next Wednesday at 10 a.m. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next live video. Bye for now.